Om Shanti, good morning, Divine, Abhay English Murli Club family. We'll resume the day two of the Abhay Murli. Let me just share the Murli. Yeah. Am I audible, Vijit Bhai?
Yes. Yeah, loud and clear.
Thank you, Baba. So, it was a wonderful Murli, where Baba has described all Brahmin children, confluence-aged Brahmin children, as lamps, constantly ignited lamp which is which is enlightening, elevating every soul of the world. It's a living lamp that enlightens the whole world. And the secret of such a great world service is that each one of us is connected to the ignited flame, the supreme energy, supreme powerhouse, supreme father. And then we just take on the today's part. I think it's yeah. So Baba also described yesterday about the land of Madhuban, and also how the intoxication of the memorial, our memorial is Sri Krishna, and how can we experience that intoxication? Wah, mere bache wah. This is a song which Baba sings for us, and we sing Wah Baba Wah. So these songs reflect such a great, deep level intoxication for the Supreme Father who is in front of us during this conference, spatial conference age. So now let's take on the today's part of the Murli. Baba continues to reveal the secrets about the specialities of we children, how elevated we are in Baba's eyes, in Baba's vision. So let's all be seated in between the eyebrows on Brikuti Katak, and within that Brikuti Katak, we are seated on the heart throne of the Supreme Father, the unlimited, infinite, indestructible, the constant source of virtues, constant source of power, the Supreme, and having heart to heart conversation with Him in the subtle region. Let's read the Murli in this state of being. Today, Bap and Dada, we're having a heart to heart conversation in the subtle region about how you double foreign children are very clever at making your relationship with the incorporeal one and the subtle one into a very close and loving physical relationship. So not only it's a relationship which is incorporeal, but also it's very close and loving physical relationship, incorporeal as well as physical relationship. With the magic of the children's love, the subtle also becomes physical, the subtle dimensions manifest. into the physical dimensions where the children come into the role. They reflect that subtle energy in physical form also. You children are such magicians of love. Love changes one's form. Love changes one's form. Therefore, Brahma Baba also experiences meeting each one of you loving children in the physical form. This means he gives you children the response of your love. So this is Bab Dada's response of our love. With the string of your love, you bind Bab Dada to yourself for all time. This is string of love. String of love binds even the Supreme Father, the Supreme, to yourself for all time. For all time. Your string of love is so strong that no one can break it. No circumstance, no situation, no crisis can ever break this string of love with the Supreme. You will then remain bound to Brahma Baba in various relationships for 21 births so that you cannot become separated. You have tied such a string, have you not? This is called a sweet eternal bond. It is fixed for 21 births. This sweet eternal bond, this string of love, is there for, you know, is fixed for 21 births, undeterred, undistracted. You have made such a bond, have you not? You children are magicians, are you not? Baba is calling us magicians because we do something which is impossible, we make it possible by binding Bab Dada in our string of love. So, did you hear what conversation took place in the subtle region? Brahma Baba was looking at the sparkling jewel of each child's speciality. Let's all be seated in the subtle region now, where Bab Dada is looking at the sparkling jewel of each child's speciality. The specialty of each child is sparkling like a jewel. Let's now visualize. We can gently close our eyes and visualize that each one of us are blessed with so many specialties. These specialties are sparkling like a jewel on our forehead. For Baba's service, these specialties are being utilized, and in the process, these specialties are multiplying multi-million folds. So, have you yourself seen your own sparkling jewel? So, amongst all the sparkling jewels, one particular one of sparkling jewel is brightest amongst all, and that's the specialty unique for every soul. Amongst many specialties, one particular specialty is unique. So Baba is asking, have you yourself seen your own sparkling jewel? Acha, Baba has come to meet you double foreign children, not to speak a Murli. So it is that Baba has come to meet you double foreign children, not to speak a Murli. It is of course the Father's wonder, but it is no less the wonder of you children. Baba called the children as magicians. You think that only you can have a heart to heart conversation amongst yourselves. However, Even Bap and Dada can have a heart to heart conversation between themselves. Shiv Baba and Brahma Baba can have, in fact, they do have a heart to heart conversation between themselves. Acha, now let's experience every word of this, the blessings which Baba is summing up. To those who constantly wear the crown of responsibility for world service, to those who make Bab-Dada their constant companion by tying him with bond of their love, to those who have an imperishable relationship for 21 births, to such constantly ignited lamps, Bab-Dada's love, remembrance and namaste. Bab-Dada meeting a German group. What is sparkling on each one's forehead? Can you see the sparkling star on your forehead? Bab Dada is looking at the sparkling jewel on each one's forehead. Do you constantly consider yourself to be multi-million times fortunate souls? How much income do you accumulate at every moment? See how Bab Dada is instilling the intoxication in the children. How much income do you accumulate at every moment? Can you calculate this? Throughout the whole cycle, could there be such a businessman who could earn this much? Do you constantly remember the happiness of your becoming such elevated souls every cycle? So, always consider yourselves to be such great businessmen and keep yourself busy earning just as much income, that is unlimited income. When you keep yourself constantly busy in this way, no type of Maya, that is external influence, can attack you. This is because when Maya sees that you are busy, she will go away and not attack you. The only easy way to become a conqueror of Maya is to be constantly earning an income and to inspire others to do the same, to inspire others to do the same. The more knowledgeable you become about all the various types of Maya, the further away from you Maya goes. Secondly, don't be alone for even a second. Never be alone. Remember? Don't be alone for even a second. Remain constantly with the Father. What does Father saying? My dear child, remain constantly with the Father. When Maya sees you with the Father, she is unable to come to you because before Maya can come, she first tries to separate you from the Father. So, when you are never alone, what can Maya do? Undo anything. You do experience the Father to be extremely loving, do you not? This experience that my Supreme Father, my Supreme Mother, Shiv Baba, is extremely loving, such sweet Baba. So, how can you forget someone who is so loving? So, always remain aware of who the most loving one of all is in this perishable world, the Supreme Father, who is a constant companion of we soul, who is extremely loving, extremely sweet, is most loving one of all. Where your mind goes, your body and wealth naturally follow. Underline. Wherever the mind goes, your body and wealth naturally follow. So the mantra of Man Manabhav. Do you remember or do you not? Wherever your mind goes to, first of all, check whether that thing is more beautiful and more elevated than my father, or whether this is far more elevated than the thing that your mind is pulled to. Check it immediately. When you check this, change will happen. Inner change, inner transformation will happen. Check check it before you perform any action or create any thought, not afterwards. Underline before we perform any action or create any thought. This check subtle level that whether this thing is more elevated than the extremely loving father. Let there be checking first and then put it into practice. Acha, Om Shanti. With this, we have come to the end of this beautiful, beautiful Murli, which is giving us a practical tips, the method for checking before we perform any action, not afterwards. Before, not afterwards. Checking first and then put it putting into practice this check and change process and having a heart to heart conversation with the father as Baba speaks to Dada. Bap and Dada have heart to heart conversation in the subtle region. We children also have subtle conversations, heart to heart conversations with Bap Dada. He's our constant companion. It's extremely loving, most elevated. Thank you, Baba. So let's take a pause here and deeply reflect on these practical tips and then share our valuable sharings for everyone. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Coming to the churning session of today's Avyakt Murli. Let's now begin the churning and share. Most important is to share because we are all wearing the crown of responsibility towards the entire world. Whatever we share, these vibrations, they radiate to the entire world. And who knows, the soul who is hearing our experience, our sharings, get that spark to change, to introspect and change. So let's begin. Who would like to start with the journey? The Avyakt Murli, which, you know, the title itself is summing up the entire Murli. The responsibility of world transformation lies with you, Confluence-aged Brahmins. Anyone?
Om Shanti, brother.
Om Shanti, Anji, Anji Baba.
Bro- Brother, today Baba mentioned don't be alone. So always be with Baba combined. Then Maya has no power to come towards you. So that is very my takeaway point, brother. My
Very,
takeaway point.
very deeply intoxicated point you have shared.
Yes, brother.
And this is the, you can say Sar. This is the essence that Baba is my companion. And in true sense, in the heart to heart conversation, you see how Baba is described as the strings of love that come not only companion, sister, just imagine, visualize that the string of love has the string of eternal love, as is a bond between I, the soul, and my supreme, who is my companion, constant companion. And no Maya can destroy this bond. No Maya can, no form of Maya can break this bond. That intoxication. And every cycle, good. Thank you for sharing that beautiful point. Next one.
And the memorable of this is if we see uh, the Sri Krishna Bhakt, um, who actually do a lot of seva for Krishna, they carry Krishna's idol with them wherever they go, whether they're at home or they're outside, and they take care of so much of Shrimat in just managing all the activities for the bhakti of Sri Krishna, uh, wherein every second they are with Sri Krishna.
Yeah, yeah. And
Shri
how
Krishna is
how they're dancing with
yeah,
Krishna in their lap. How are they? They're making Krishna also swing, and they're also swinging. I mean,
correct. They make Krishna drink the water first. They make Krishna eat the food first. Everything is first Krishna, and then they. Yesterday, I was talking to somebody on around this thing, and they call this karma kand in Hindi. And it seems whoever I was talking to, she mentioned that even when they are outside of their house, even when they're traveling, they will carry the Krishna's idol, and even if they are in a picnic spot, it will be with them. So I was just remembering
yeah,
even that a complete memorial of what Baba tells us, that constantly be in the company of Baba and
yeah.
nothing else can
Wherever
touch you.
you are, you go, you take him in this, not in the physical sense, but in the subtle manner. He's there in our
Correct.
thoughts.
And in
Our
this movie, Baba's mentioned that you make that avyakt form into a vyakt form. The Baba mentions that physically you can experience the company of Baba every moment when you are in his remembrance. And I'm sure each one of us have this experience that
correct.
I remember the first experience that I ever had was when I was traveling alone out of Mumbai in the Western railways in the country. And each one in my house had a challenge because I have an eye challenge, that how would I travel? Trust me, each moment I felt there is somebody with me, and I had been traveling between cities for 3, 4 days.
Great. So this is a proof that he is always our constant companion. Only thing we should not get distracted, or we should we should not forget him. That because of
That
any.
when we get distracted and when we forget, that's the time for us to check that we have somewhere forgotten Baba.
Yeah, we should. If you remember these words from the Murli, Mahavak, great versions from the Murli itself, then also that awareness comes back. So that's why these Murli, every word, every Mahavak is worth. Baba says millions and billions of wealth. Thank you, Baba.
Also,
So
Baba mentioned today that if your mind is switching to some other things, go and check whether it is that much beautiful than Baba, and then
correct.
you can.
It's a
Yes,
very
we can check
practical,
that.
practical. If that thing or the object or the person or the scenery is
Situation or circumstance, whatever it may.
which is giving me joy, which is a temporary joy, is looking like there's nothing other than that joy. No, that joy, that temporary happiness is more elevated than the happiness which is from the from meeting the Supreme Father, meeting with the Supreme Father. Which one is more elevated? Who's more extreme loving? So that checking, subtle checking, and then practicing this checking every now and then when we are playing role in the physical form is is a trick. Baba says you are the magician. Baba also said, "Na, you are magicians. We children are magicians. We tie him up. We bind him in our eternal bond." Thank you for bringing that churning, sharing that point. Next one, we have a little time. What other aspects are intoxicating? What are the
The
aspects? Yeah.
yeah, the other one is
But
that
today
extreme.
mentioned that have you think yourself as a multi-million times fortunate soul? So at each moment, how much your income is, just calculate like that.
Ah,
It's
yeah. That's a very deep intoxication that no one is as wealthy as you. No one. So we are talking about I have my how to create wealth, how to increase wealth in the physical world. No, Baba has given the tip. First, focus on the subtle world. No one is more wealthier than you. You Brahmin children. No one is more wealthier. So therefore, just think of this, that my every moment is creating multi-million times wealth, multi-million times fortune in remembrance of my Supreme Father and the most wealthiest businessman in the world. These intoxications, they are from this Murli and they're the truth. Vijit Bhaiji, you were sharing something. Please kindly share.
Yeah, so the other intoxicating point was Baba says that experience the Father to be the extremely loving. And Baba also said that, nobody will forget someone who's loving, right, so much. So automatically our mind goes there if somebody who's extremely loving. So we need to be aware of that. And then Baba also initially mentioned that the string of love. So we are already, tying Baba in that love. And it was very nice when Baba said, just check if the mind is going somewhere, then immediately we can check whether, wherever the mind is gone, right? So is it more elevated than Baba, right? So we would of course find that it is not more elevated than Bhava, right? So every thought is to, some of these points are more to experience, and the more we experience, yeah, the intoxication will increase in us, within us.
Yes, yes. Great point you shared. That and also that point that where mind goes, Baba said, no, there are two things which follow.
Mm.
Wherever mind goes, your
The body and the wealth.
Body.
body and wealth naturally follow. This is a topic for deep, deep journey. Where your mind goes, your body and wealth naturally follow. This is a law, universal law revealed by the supreme teacher today. Just check, if we check this deeply, wherever our mind goes, wherever our thoughts flow, our body and wealth naturally follow. So if there is some illness in the body, if there is some deficiencies in the wealth, some wealth crisis or financial crisis that we are facing because of any situation, any circumstance, then check the mind, not the physical wealth, not to be worrying about the physical wealth, but check where is my mind going, in which direction. If my mind is focusing on the companionship with the Supreme, and the thoughts are flowing into the direction that I am the richest in the world, I'm the wealthiest in the world, I'm the most elevated businessman in company of the most elevated, highest on high, then body and wealth will automatically follow.
Just adding on to that, Mumbai,
Yeah.
there's a beautiful quote. Okay, so there also it is mentioned that wherever it's the same thing, but it's put in a different way though. The wherever our attention goes, our energy flows there. Okay, so wherever our energy flows, then our life start growing there. That becomes our experience. That
Yeah.
becomes our lifestyle.
Yes, that's, I think you rightly said the right words. The attention creates जैसी दृष्टि वैसी सृष्टि. In Hindi they say na, दृष्टि से सृष्टि. Drishti is what? Drishti is attention. What I am looking, there is a scene, there is a picture portrayed. There are many objects which are painted there, so many things. But where am I looking in that picture, big picture? Which aspect I am focusing on? That is drishti. Drishti se srishti nirman. So there are all types of, you can, Papa said, na, sight scenes. Some are good, some are bad, some are very elevating, some are deteriorating, degrading. Dirty scenes are also there, and they are very positive, clean and elevating sight scenes are also there. So where is my attention? That decides.
Yeah, one reason why people are unique is because each one of us paid attention in different directions. So that became, that shaped our life, right?
Absolutely. That is a shape factor. You can say that is a shape factor. Is attention. Attention, and that's why children are number wise. Baba said this so many times. Almost every second Murli Baba says.
So only Baba makes us to do effort to think in Manmana Bhav. That's the
Ah,
highest state.
Manmanava is nothing but
Uh,
attention.
yes,
Attention.
in yesterday
Mind.
Sakar Murli fully Baba mentioned about this. Your state, mind should be always in Manmana Bhav.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if our mind is in that state, then automatically our
Tan
everything.
and Samriddhi is automatically they will follow. Tan means body and Samriddhi means wealth will automatically follow. No effort required there. Effort is required at the root. Root
Yes,
is
we
mind.
have to understand that all the situations are temporary. It's all in the drama. It's all doing kalyan for us. But we
Yeah,
children poorly entangled with these scenes and these people's conversations. So Baba is much worried that we have to uh, come back very soon and be in Manmanabhav. That's the highest state,
that's the
and
highest
no.
elevated stage.
Mm,
Highest elevated stage.
yes, no state is as elevated as this. So
Yes.
if we make our mind in that state, automatically rest all will solve. All that
Rest
will
all
solve.
will follow. They follow it. Their rest all is the creation. Who's the creator?
Yes,
Focus on the
truly.
create, not the creation. Creation is just a subset, byproduct. So if we have to change the product in a factory, we have to change the program. If we want a different type of product to be manufactured by a machine, we change the program. Raw material is same. What is that raw material and the program? Program
Yes,
is being constantly in companionship, constantly experiencing that extremely loving father's company.
Absolutely,
Really?
yeah. So
है
it's
ना?
string
That is
of love. Actually,
yeah.
Baba says string of love. So there is this saying, love for God makes remembrance easy.
Yes.
Remembrance of God makes life easy.
So life is easy if you ask him, how are you? You say, Mera hal khushal or chal farishte ki. That means your life is easy. You know the secret. That's why Baba called us magicians. We know the secret, how to turn around, how to change, how to transform. That secret Baba is revealed only to we children, and we need to reveal this secret to the entire world. That is the crown of responsibility. And
yes, brother. While reading the Murali, also you told to visualize so many things. So that
yes,
visualizations also have a deep impact in our mind. It creates a deep uh, thing in our mind and makes us easy while remembering the whole day. So it's not
absolutely,
pulling us.
absolutely.
Yes.
Because it gives that example when a, yeah, girl is engaged to would be
Mm. Mm.
yeah, groom, then that girl will start, there is nothing, the boy, the groom is would be groom is somewhere in other city, but the girl is constantly visualizing, creating that thoughts, ki I am now engaged, and how does my would be husband looking like, and what he must be doing, and that example, that what is there, that is just a visualization, and that visualization is so powerful. Your mind flows. Wherever you are visualizing, mind automatically flows. Mind get focused there. And once mind focus, then body and wealth automatically they will follow. Automatically. So that's the magic. That's the magic. And also Baba talked about sparkling jewel on the forehead, each one's forehead. Any views on that?
Yes, brother. Then rosary of lighting lamps, living lamps, and the
Mm.
crown, everything. If we visualize, then it's very happy and highly
Yeah.
intoxicated. Also.
I'm the
Mm.
luckiest, happiest.
And
Well,
you are creating the rays from your light are forming a canopy for the whole world.
see
And
how what level Baba has taken you in a second, in a moment. The moment Baba said these words, our imagination, the endeavor, only endeavor of we children is to imagination should be just given full throttle.
yes, brother. Now Sachin Bhai's program is also going. In that also, brother is mentioned about this visualization, creating images, drawing your uh, visions, future visions in a board. So
Yes,
that's a powerful tool, I feel also. So
Absolutely. Yeah, go ahead, go ahead.
in each Avyak Murli, Baba is keeping giving so many analogies, so many visualizations. So if we stay in that for a moment, if we start practicing that, it creates a great impact, and it's very easy for the whole day to be in that state. It's not forgetting. The points are not forgetting. It creates a deep experience within us, and we feel so happy in that remembrance. So having crown roaming all around the college, in the town, so it feels so happy to be with the crown of responsibility.
You
So
see,
how Baba is decorating us, and yeah,
yeah. Actually, you are the king of the kings. No, no less than that. And if you visualize this, na, then when you go to for a workplace, imagine that you are that king of the king kings, and how much decoration you are supposed to do, to visualize that, and adorn. You are adorned with so many jewelry, so many, the sparkling jewel is on the forehead, and then you take first step out in remembrance of Baba, and the entire world is waiting. When will you create that canopy of protection for them? And you create that canopy, and everyone is giving blessing, and then you start walking. Even if you are in workplace, you are intoxicated, intoxicated. So imagine this, like when in British time, British era, when viceroys used to come, or the queen comes used to come to India. I think once she came. How much how much preparation? Big big elephants will come. They will be decorated, and they will make you sit. That queen will be on the that elephant, and then she will that entire procession will march in the city with flowers on the path, and that is just a temporary thing. But this what Baba is sharing with us is a permanent and much more grand, much more elevated than these uh, physical world's processions. So that intoxication, isn't it?
yes,
So
brother.
thank you,
Even for
Baba.
a while, if you are in darkness, if you are not aware, then the whole world will dispelling in the uh, struggling in the darkness.
Yeah, yeah. If
Yes,
you
we should.
don't, you have the torch, and if you don't, if you forget to bring along the torch, then people will ask you, why didn't you bring the torch? Only you had that torch, which could have enlightened our inner world, which could have also enabled us to experience that extremely loving, supreme, isn't it? So they will give you sweet ulanas, they will give you sweet complaints that because of you, we could not experience the God. So let's come to the meditation phase. 1 minute meditation to experience what Baba had a heart to heart conversation with each one of us. Om Shanti. Let's all be seated in the incorporeal form. I, the point of light, sparkling jewel on Bab Dada's forehead, looking through the vision of Bab Dada, looking at the entire world through the vision of Bab Dada. I, the soul, am the jewel on Bab Dada's forehead. I'm sparkling like a diamond in constant companionship of the Supreme Father. experiencing unlimited joy, unlimited, eternal, imperishable love, spiritual love, which is the supreme of all, experiencing the unlimited light, the rays of light which is radiating from the forehead to the entire world, creating a canopy of protection for everyone. Everyone is mine, my brother, spiritual brother. And he, that brother also, as a soul, has got equal right to the Supreme Father. Let's visualize this canopy of protection, where every soul, irrespective of the present human form, of any caste, any creed, any color, any religion, any community, any society, any viewpoint, irrespective of all that, any role which that soul may be playing, irrespective of such physical differences due to physical form, every soul is under this canopy of protection, experiencing godly love and powers, deep love. And they're all getting united in single thought that my Supreme Father has come. And also imagine, visualize a crown of responsibility to the world, which each one of us is adorning on the forehead. I'm a constantly lit, constantly ignited soul, ignited lamp with ignited mind. And each one of us, Brahmin children, ignited mind is creating a better world in which the body and wealth automatically follows. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Thank you, Baba. Over to you, Raki sister. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you to Baba. Thank you, Ombai. Thank you, Divine Family. See you tomorrow at 5 a.m. Until then, have a lovely day.